Alright, welcome back guys, or welcome to your first time here. I'm Vision here with Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be doing part 2 of my Walking Dead Season 10 trailer breakdown video. If you haven't already, go check out part 1. It'll be linked either up top or you can go find it on the channel if you haven't seen it already. And as always, if you like Walking Dead, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon. That way you're missing more Walking Dead content from me moving forward. Now let's begin. Picking up where we last left off, we pick up with a shot of Aaron playing with Gracie, it looks like. Now, this is something I really like. I really like how they have consistently shown Gracie within the TV show. I've seen it in a lot of shows where they'll introduce this little kid character, and yet you never hear about them again. They've been consistently either mentioning her or showing her throughout the last season, so I hope they continue with that and just don't sideline her for this one shot. I think that'd be stupid. It makes a huge part of who Aaron is as a character, so I really hope they continue with that. Next, you got a shot of Sadiq holding Rosita's baby. Not much to go off there, just showing that he's, helping take care of the baby. Not much going off there. Can't make too many predictions off of that alone. Then you got a shot of Daryl and Connie. Now, I can't really tell what they're holding, but I think what I'm predicting here is what's going on is they're just making a plan of what to do, just figuring out, what their next step is and what their next phase of how to deal with the Whisperers are. I don't think they're, going and doing anything big other than that. I think that's just basically their main mission at that point in the story. Then you got a shot of Michonne and Aaron and them, the group I had mentioned at the beginning of the previous breakdown video, arriving at Oceanside. I'm pretty sure this is the same people we saw at the beginning of the trailer, and I think that they are going to Oceanside to help with a fishing expedition or something. Maybe they got overrun or something. I do not believe at this time any Whisper War activities is gonna happen at Oceanside, and I'll get into that either later in this video or in part 3. But I do not believe at this moment we will get any Whisper War activity there. I think it's either they're on some kind of helping Oceanside, going on some kind of expedition, getting supplies, something like that. I do not believe there's any kind of war going on at Oceanside at the moment. I got a shot of Negan looking all bloody. Now, during this time, we get a voiceover from him saying if you can't protect what's yours, eventually it's not going to be yours anymore. So that's very interesting. I'm curious to see what goes on with him in this upcoming season due to some news we recently got. Then we got a shot regarding, I think it's him at night with Aaron on the ground. That's at least what I've heard from people. That is the shot of him over top Aaron. I don't know really what would be going on there, and it's very dark, and I probably got a very bad image here, so I can't make too many predictions. Let me know what you think's going on here, because I really have zero clue, and I don't know what's going on. Maybe something happens where they just gotten into an argument. I don't know, but can't really make 20 predictions off of this. Plus, it's kind of blurry, and I don't even know if this is really what's going on in this picture. Then you got a shot of Gabriel, and you got a little slow minute scene where you got Gabriel talking between Negan and Aaron, and Negan just is saying he wants to stay there, garden or whatever, and then Gabriel's yelling at him saying that Aaron needs fighter, he's a strong fighter, and just calls them peanut butter and jelly. It was a funny moment, a little bit cringy. Honestly, if you want my honest opinion, I found it a little bit cringy. It was kind of like the moment in the season 8 trailer where Ezekiel is like, trust the king. It kind of came off as one of those moments. It wasn't terrible, but it was okay. But then you got a moment between Negan and Aaron where Negan notices his little weapon on his arm. I wonder if he got that idea from talking to Daryl and learning about what Merle used to do. That'd be a nice callback if that's the reason why Aaron added that addition to his hand. That'd be pretty cool, in my opinion at least. I think that would definitely add something more to the story if it came from the idea of what Merle did in the earlier seasons. Then you got a girl going to kill a walker or a whisper. I can't really tell in the trailer. Now I can't tell if that's Margot or one of the new other female characters we're getting this season. I know we're getting 3 more new female characters alongside Margot: Jen, Julie, and Lucy, I think their names are. And so it could be one of them, but I don't know. There's not much else to go off of there. Just they're going to kill Walker. Then you got a shot of Alden, I think it is, and he's throwing, I guess, a spear, I think, at a Walker. Cool shot there. Very interested to see what they do with Alden this season besides him fighting in the war. I hope they give him something more than just that to do. But I have a feeling it's just going to be him fighting the war and dealing with the grief for Enid. I hope he gets an arc, but I honestly don't think so. I think he's more of a kind of supporting character that doesn't get an arc. Then you got a shot of Michonne, and she pulls out her sword, and it looks like she's going to either kill a bunch of walkers or maybe there's like a confrontation going on, so she's about to shut some shit down. I don't know. But it's a cool shot. I figured I'd add it in here because it just looked kind of cool, at least in the trailer when you play it out. It looked cool, at least to me. But I don't know. Not much to make predictions off there since it's like a 5-second shot there. Then you got a shot of Carol, and she does this little voiceover asking if sometimes she wonders if there's ever going to be anything more to life than just this. So I'm assuming she's talking about having to go to war and fight people constantly. I think she's going to be kind of at that mindset, wondering what's left in our lives right now than just constantly having to fight. And I think that'd be an interesting storyline for her as well. I think that adds something more to her character, especially since she doesn't like to kill, and she's kind of at this point where she doesn't want to kill anymore, really, and doesn't want to be like the Terminus Carol that a lot of fans have come to love. Then we got a shot of one of the new Whispers played by one of the new female cast members. I forget her name at the moment, but from what I've heard, her character's name is Gamma, and she's the third in command of the Whispers, so that's very interesting. And it looks like she's having some kind of confrontation with Michonne. Now, this is something I predicted that we'll get a third in command. You'll have probably Carol dealing with Alpha, you'll have Beta and Daryl, and then probably Gamma with Michonne, each of our leads then having a main Whisperer to take down. Then you got a shot of Beta, and it looks like he's kind of annoyed or going into like attack or do something that he's just annoyed at or something like that. Not much else to predict off of that. Cool shot. Then you got a shot of Michonne and Judith, Kelly, and I think it's Connie, and they're just arriving at Oceanside. I'm not sure what's going on here again. Oceanside, I'm assuming, is some kind of fishing or helping them out with something, expedition, maybe supply run. I don't know. Maybe there's an illness and they're low on manpower or something. I don't know. But don't think there's going to be war, but I think it's going to be something like helping them having to deal with some issue that they're having at the moment. Then you got a shot of Daryl, and he does a voiceover talking about, I don't know if he's talking with Carol for what she said in what I mentioned previously, or if this is something separate, but he says sometimes he wonders if they're just living one fight to the next, again referring to what's been going on with them having to fight the Saviors and now having to fight the Whisperers, probably taking its toll on him, similar to how it probably is taking its toll on Carol too. Then we got a shot of our larger group of survivors on the beach. Now I know, again, sure, it could be a war thing, but again, I do not believe it's war. I think there's just trying to help out Oceanside of an issue that they're currently dealing with. The Whisperer War's kind of at the Cold War state, so they are able to travel back and forth, and I think this has just something to do with them, needing to help out Oceanside. Not much else to go off for there, though. Next, we got a shot of Carol and Daryl hugging. Not really much to make predictions off of there. I just figured I'd add it in. I know a lot of the Carol and Daryl shippers will enjoy it, so I figured I'd just throw it in here, just so, you could have a moment for that. Not much to go off there again. It's just a quick moment of them hugging. That doesn't really mean much. Then we got a shot of Aaron, 2 Kingdom soldiers, and a highwayman looking like they're about to head out to fight, or maybe there's a confrontation at the gates of Alexandria. I don't know. Or maybe they're out on a run somewhere. I don't know. But it looks like they're in the middle or gonna be in the middle of a confrontation with someone in the very minute or so after this clip takes place. So it looks like something like that is going to happen to them. Then you got a shot of, I think it's Ezekiel and Jerry opening up a door on a boat, I think it is. So I think they're trying to clear out a boat or something. Again, maybe helping Oceanside with a fishing expedition or something like that, a supply run. I honestly have zero clue. I do not believe it's war again. I just think it's just helping Oceanside with an issue that is currently going on in their people and their community. Then we got a shot of our soldiers or communities coming together, and they got these barricades up. Now, my prediction here is that they're just killing some walkers. Remember, Oceanside's on a beach, so maybe they have their own separate way of dealing with walkers. Fighting and killing walkers on the beach probably is different than having to kill them on like a solid land ground. So I would imagine they have come up with their own separate little way of having to kill walkers and, put them down and stuff like that. I do not think it's war. Sure, the barriers may look like they're shields and whatnot, but they might just be ways of protecting themselves while they're on the beach and sand fighting walkers. Next, we got this shot of what looks to be Gabriel either in a prison cell or looking in at Negan's prison cell, but for some reason to me it looks like he's actually in the cell. So that's kind of got me confused as to why he would be in a prison cell, what's going on with him this season. That just added a lot more questions. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Let me know in the comment section below. Is he in the cell or is he looking in at the cell? Because I can't honestly tell. So let me know in the comment section down below. But then we got this shot of Magna and Yumiko, I'm pretty sure it is, riding horseback. Now I'm predicting this is just them with Aaron and the rest of the group going to Oceanside. Like I mentioned before, I think they're part of that team that goes to Oceanside with Michonne and Aaron and 2 other people. And I think that's what this shot is it's just them traveling to Oceanside. Then we got this shot of Daryl and Carol riding on his bike. Now I kind of like that. It's calling back to last season's trailer or season episode where him and Rick were riding on a bike together. It's really cool. I think that's a cool callback to last season, as well as to that scene from the trailer last season. I think that just added in a little bit more to the trailer and gave it a little bit good moment as like a callback from last season that I really liked. Then we got a shot of Carol, and she does this voiceover talking about maybe we should leave and head out west. Now, I made a comment, and I think it was Knockrow Nation's live premiere of their trailer reaction about maybe they're going to introduce the Western Alliance, which is talked about or hinted at in the last issue of the Walking Dead comic. That would definitely be an interesting storyline to go into, seeing as we have zero clue what it is from the comics. Especially with it being original material, it would definitely be something different. But for some reason, I just have a feeling it's not going to be that. But it would be cool if they did go that route and introduce the Western Alliance. Something that was never shown in the comic, but we know exists. That'd just be something really cool. Then we got this last shot here of a boat. And now, not much to go off here. I think this boat might play a role in why Michonne leaves. In the comics, she left on a boat for some time. Maybe they're playing off of that here. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that could play a role into her exit. And we even have talks about why Carol didn't go on a boat or something. So maybe Michonne goes in her place or something. I don't know. But I think the boat may play a role in how Michonne exits the season. So yeah, guys, that's part 2 of my Walking Dead Season 10 trailer breakdown video. Stay tuned, part 3 will be out soon. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon. That way you're missing more Walking Dead content from me moving forward. And don't forget, you can go follow me on Twitter and Instagram, which will be linked in my YouTube About section, so you can go follow me there if you like. As always, this has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I'll see you next time.